So you have $1,000 to invest. How should you spend it? This is a question I actually got from someone on Instagram recently. He is 17 years old and he is looking to make some money and he's got about $1,000. And the way I would answer this question is actually a little bit more vague than you might want it to be. The reason for this is just because it really depends on what you want to do. Now he's 17. If you want to make some money, one of the best ways you can actually just start is by learning a side hustle or a skill that you can resell. And ideally, you're going to learn something that is a non-capital required skill, aka like a service or something. So like, let's say you learn how to do copywriting. It's more difficult now with AI, but once you learn how to do copywriting, you don't really need anything besides your computer and a keyboard to fulfill on that. Whereas, let's say if you get into pressure washing, great, you have to buy a pressure washer, you have to have a truck, you have to pay for gas. There is capital required, and that's going to eat into your $1,000. Now, what I will say, and not saying that you can't start a pressure washing business for $1,000 because you totally can. What you really want to do is you want to do research, and it really depends also on where you live. But you want to do research on potentially localized things, so service providers. You might find that mowing lawns could be a really good option for you. You might find that setting up smart homes could be a really great option to work your way in to a non-service or into like a home service that's localized to your market. So you can take advantage of local search, which has huge opportunities, but you also don't need capital because the homeowners are already buying all of the smart home services. You are just setting those up. So when it comes to actually deciding on what you want to do, it also depends on if you want to do it locally or if you want to be able to essentially do it worldwide by providing a service that can be done and fulfilled upon remotely, which will open you up vice versa to more competition. And here's the other thing, how long do you actually want to do this? Because you might be able to do that, you might be able to do lawn care, you might be able to set up smart homes, you might be able to do all of that, but you might not want to live in that town forever. You might be going off to college in a couple of years. You also might want to do something, you might want to start building your business now that you can do for the next 20 years. So all of that depends. And also, like in his case, it's like, okay, well, maybe he wants to be into real estate in the next 5 to 10 years. You can't get your real estate license until you turn 18. So again, my advice is going to be, number one, figure out how long you want to do it for, figure out where you want to do it, and figure out what you want to do. Once you figure out those three things, I recommend taking about $100 of that $1,000 and going and buying the best self-development and business books you can get. Go on Amazon, look at stuff that averages higher than 4.5 stars and that other people recommend. You can also utilize ChatGPT because you don't know what you don't know. I don't love ChatGPT for a lot of things because it's not great at technical or logical skills, but it's really good at going through and sifting through tons of information and making recommendations based off of it. And from my experience, ChatGPT is actually relatively good at recommending books and podcasts in specific areas where you need specific or certain expertise. So I'd recommend I'd utilize ChatGPT, I'd utilize YouTube, and I'd go through and I'd use Amazon search. I'd figure out what the best books are, what the best podcasts are, and what the best YouTube channels are. And then I'd research that area that you want to go into. And I'd even maybe do this before you decide on a specific area. Like let's say you want to start a social media marketing agency. You're going to want to look at what Iman Ghazi has to say about social media marketing agencies, as he is the guy who talks about starting an agency. Whereas if you want to start, some search engine or copywriting related business, you might want to go to someone like Gary Vee or Neil Patel and look and see what he has to say about those different industries and niches. And don't look at just the really big creators, look at also the smaller niche creators as well. Once you've read the self-help books and the basic books in the area, the industry that you want to go into, and let's say you spend $100, maybe $150, that leaves you with about $900 to $850 left. I would set aside about $200 for business operating costs. These are softwares that you might have to pay for a month or two until you can acquire clients. But that is what I would set that aside for. And this leaves you with about $700 left to actually start your business, let's say. And when I say start your business, again, I recommend doing a non-capital business because again, if you're going to start pressure washing, that's another $200 or $300 you're going to need right there. You might not need the software costs, but those costs are going to go towards fuel or other things. But at this point, I would probably recommend, once you've done your research, once you've consumed the podcast, you've read the books, you've watched the YouTube videos, you've got on TikTok, you've done the research, you've found the people who are 2 or 3 steps ahead of you and see who they recommend to work with, see what has helped them along their journey. So I'd go and I'd find those top people in the industry and either see if you can afford a coaching course. Going to be hard to do with $700. Might be possible, difficult, but if you can't do that, you can probably afford 2 to 3 courses. And the tough thing here is courses can contain phenomenal information, but they lack the accountability for implementation. So what you have to do is you have to find what I would call a battle buddy. And this kind of comes from like the concept, if you've ever heard of Ranger School, it's this special operations school in the US Army. And what they do when you go through that school is they assign you a battle buddy, which is someone you're supposed to be with 24/7. You guys are in charge of each other because you're going to run off and do things and trainings and have missions and requirements and things you have to do. So they assign you a battle buddy. That way, no one gets lost or separated from the group when you're, patrolling through the swamp down in Georgia and come across a conmouth, right? So, what you need is a battle buddy for your business. Someone that is going to hold you accountable and someone that you are going to hold accountable to your goals that you have set. And this is going to make all the difference because when you can hire a coach, they're theoretically going to help you do that and do that for you. But again, you're probably not going to be able to quite afford hiring a coach at this point in your business. So again, you're going to get a couple of courses. You're going to maybe join a monthly membership. That's, somewhere between 30 and 100 bucks a month. If you can find one that has a really good community that can help with accountability, that is an added bonus. But again, you might not. So find someone that you can go to the gym with, that you can work out with, that you can work on your business with, that you can go to the co-working space with to grow your business. And sometimes this can even be a business partner. Business partners need a whole nother video to actually talk about and what that means. I've tried to do that before. Hasn't worked out the best, but I've also done that, with my wife, Kenda, and it's worked out to be the best business ever in my entire life. So that really just kind of depends on the business partner front and aspect. But again, you need someone that can hold you accountable and that you can also hold accountable for their goals as well. And that's just going to help you succeed and grow your business faster than you otherwise would, because you're going to learn all this information, but unless you actually apply it, unless you can actually implement it into your business, it's not going to make a difference. It's just like the really cool facts you learn in history class, or the Pythagorean theorem that you learn in math class, but then you never really use it again. Or even worse, the quadratic formula. Hopefully this video was helpful. If it was at all, please hit the subscribe button. It really helps me reach more people just like you. So don't do it for me, do it for them. But other than that, if I had only $1,000 to invest, that is what I would do.